What's up guys, I'm Sally.
And I'm Ed, and at the moment we are in Shanghai, China.
And today we're doing a breakfast tour. This morning we've come to the old Jewish quarter and we're going to be doing a bit of exploring here with Lost Plate Tours. Now we did do their tour in Beijing, but that was in the evening. So we think this tour is going to be just a little bit different because it's a breakfast tour. We are going to be walking today and we're going to be trying a whole bunch of different street foods that are totally local here in Shanghai. Maybe some things we've had already, maybe some things we've never even heard of, but I am so excited and I'm hungry because it's 9 AM and we have not eaten breakfast yet. Pancake, which is kind of a traditional style pancake with some chives inside, and then inside we have this crispy egg. Have a look at that. The outside is really crispy, and we had something similar yesterday, but what is different about this place is she has like a little oven underneath the grill, and she puts it inside the oven after she's done frying it, which basically takes away some of the oil and makes the outside really, really crispy. Wow, you guys, when you bite into it, you can hear that crunch. So the way they bake it actually takes away quite a bit of the oil, which makes it super, super crispy. So you know sometimes fried things can be like oily and like almost a little bit like soggy. This completely eliminates that by putting it in the oven. It just makes it so crispy.
It's crazy to think, like, here in Shanghai, there are these little villages like nestled into the city. Back in the day when Shanghai was open to refugees, there was an influx of thousands and thousands of Jewish people, and they needed some housing to accommodate them. And so the government built these small villages, or essentially just rows of terraces, and all the buildings touched, really old, really basic, and they're just still here today. And so when you're coming through these villages, you get this real sense of like the old and the new. I'm here in this village and I can see it's dilapidated and falling apart, but I look around me and there's like these incredibly new, powerful buildings. It's just so interesting.
Hot stickers are a famous dumpling here in Shanghai, and they have kind of a funny story as to how they came about. So back in the day, one of the chefs to the emperor was cooking these dumplings in the imperial kitchen, and he sort of forgot about this batch that he was slowly cooking. And so what happened was these dumplings, they got singed on one side and became really like burnt and crispy. But he was cooking for the emperor, right? And so he couldn't leave the emperor hungry. So what he did instead was he served them to the emperor, but he turned the burnt side and flipped it upside down, putting the burnt side on the bottom of the plate, kind of hoping that the emperor wouldn't really notice. Long story short, the emperor ate them and he thought they were delicious and basically named them this word that means sticky. And that is kind of how legend says we ended up with what is now known as pot stickers here today in Shanghai.
Next up on our food tour, we've come to a local wet market, and it's really interesting here in Shanghai some of the different foods they have. Could you believe these here? These are pigeon eggs. Pigeon eggs. Never seen a pigeon egg before. So this market has like all kinds of traditional Chinese food. So this here is a century egg. Essentially what it is, it's a really, really old egg, like 3 or 4 months old, and you can see it's actually changed color. It's now blue on the outside. It was a regular color egg, but because it's so old, the inside of the egg's turned to a brown jelly, and it makes the outside of the egg turn this weird blue color. I'm not sure if I'm game enough to eat it. If you've tried one, do let me know in the comments what it tastes like. So like all wet markets here in China, there's a real mix of the meats, the fish, the vegetables, all kinds of different things. It really is such an interesting experience in seeing how different countries do the fresh market.
It tastes like a snow pea almost. Yeah. So I was just walking past and they gave me this lotus flower seed to try. So you peel the green bit off, up for today, and I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm already starting to feel really full, but we have two things and I'm pretty intrigued by both of them. So the first is the sesame pancake, and inside is melted sugar, and the second thing is this soy milk drink, but it's not like any soy milk drink I've ever seen before. This one is like a mixture of like red beans, mung beans, purple rice, and like I don't know what else, maybe a bit of sugar. It might be a little bit sweet, so I'm pretty intrigued to try this. No idea what it's gonna taste like, so I'm just gonna jump right in and have a go. Oh, it's thick. So it's kind of more like the consistency of a smoothie. You can taste the rice and it's kind of warm. It's really unique and it's kind of unlike anything I've ever tried before. All right, let's move on guys. Sesame pancake time. So far, all of the things we've eaten this morning have been pretty savory. Most of them have been deep fried, but this is a sweet covered in these sesame seeds, which gives it this amazing crunch when you bite into it. But then the inside is all soft and fluffy, and to top it off, in the middle is this melted, sweet, delicious, sugary goodness. Facing one of my fears today. As some of you might already know, I am horribly scared of snakes, and we're about to drink wine, whiskey, alcohol that has been marinating in a bucket of snakes. There's a snake in the wine. 1, 2, 3. There's at least 3 snakes in there. I don't know what it's gonna taste like, but gung bae. Except we're not really gonna go bottoms up because apparently I'll get drunk. Oh my god, that is strong. Cheers.
It does taste really strong. Look, it wouldn't be my go-to on a Friday night, that's for sure.
Oh my god, you guys, I am so full.
Oh man, I'm so full.
What was your favorite food?
I don't know if I had a favorite food. Really enjoyed going through the wet market. I thought that was super interesting. But if I had to pick a favorite food, I think the first place.
Yeah, with the pancake with the egg in the middle?
Yeah, that was really good. Anyways guys, we did this tour with Lost Plate. This is not sponsored by the way. We actually just really like their tours. They do a really great job showing you like places that you wouldn't have otherwise gone to. We would never have ended up in the Jewish refugee corner of Shanghai if it wasn't for these guys.
So guys, we will link them down below if you're in China and you wanted to check them out as well. And yeah, that's it. That's us. That's done. We need to go lie down. We are too full.
Oh yeah, definitely time for an afternoon nap. Not that it's afternoon yet, it's still morning.
11 a.m.
Time for an afternoon nap, everyone.
Guys, if you have made it this far in the video and you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that red button down below. We really do appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. We'll be in Sri Lanka.